From right field on the south side of Chicago, opening day baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Chicago White Sox. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. So just about set now. On the hill here today, Tyler Gilbert. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Now here is Travis d'Arnaud. In there at the knees, and the 2025 season is off and running. And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
To third. And it stays fair.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And now batting, Mike Trout. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Trout is one of the best players of his generation. He's a fan favorite because he brings a rare combination of speed, power, and all-around talent to the team. He's exactly the type of player you want to build around.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes. One ball.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher. But if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
And that one popped in the air, left field. One down. Here's the opening day lineup for the Angels. Chris, they're looking to reverse course this year after some disappointing seasons.
No doubt, Boog. They haven't had a winning season since 2015. Even with some otherworldly talent on the roster over the years. The AL West has some strong teams. We'll see if the Angels can move in the right direction in 2025.
Fouled off left side. d'Arnaud at first, one gone. Next offering misses, and 1-1. Line drive, hauls it in, 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That's to third. Fair ball. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Jorge Soler up at the plate. That clips the corner. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And the inning is over.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back at right field. And today's starting pitcher, Tyler Anderson.
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
Bottom of the first. And the batter now, Josh Rojas. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. That's off the inside corner. 1-0.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
Just missed. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are...
Here's the opening day lineup for the White Sox. And Chris, virtually anything would count as an improvement over 2024.
Well, there's no way to sugarcoat it, Boog. Not when they broke the record for most losses in a single season. It pains me as a former White Sox player, but I have to imagine they're not going to be that bad again this year. And I can tell you from experience that White Sox fans will cheer for a winning team. Here's hoping they get to do just that.
Michael A. Taylor in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Taylor patrolling center field, batting second in today's lineup, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2009.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
One down, base is empty. That's too low, and it's 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Anderson ready to work. That's inside, and that's ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The wind of the pitch. And there's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now it's the right fielder, Austin Slater. Anderson checks over to first, and he's back. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Taylor leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's down and in. In the air, right field. Soler getting an angle on it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Matt Theis comes up to hit here. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he threw that fastball right
down
by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
On the ground to third. Throws to first. That's the inning. The White Sox leave one. Scoreless after one. Top of the second. So in now for the Angels, Luis Rengifo. Gilbert back to work. And he dodges that fastball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Late swing fouled off. There now 2 balls and a strike. Slice the other way and foul. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch and break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. One down, base is empty. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And hell, with 2 strikes, fastball coming in, you've got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
And next for L.A., Kyron Paris. Check swing, called strike.
0-1.
That misses, and it's 1-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Just missed. Into center. Taylor on his way over makes a nice running catch, and that's the 3rd out. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here on the south side. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. And that one is lifted in the air. Nice grab on the run. 1 away. So up next, Jacob Amaya, looking for his first big league hit right here. First pitch doesn't find the zone. No score here in the second. That's towards center. Trout sizing it up. Corrals it. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Brooks Baldwin, the next to hit, takes outside.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Sends it to first. That ends the inning. Offense held in check there. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0. On to the 3rd inning, and now the designated hitter for the Angels, Chucky Robinson. This to third, Rojas. Zips it across. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. So here's Darnell with 1 out. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2 with the count.
Top of the 3rd, no score. That missed by a lot. And the count is 1-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That misses, and the count's even at 2. Fastball is outside. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field, and he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. Here's Mike Trout. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Lifted in the air, right center field. And base hit around first, digging for 2 to second, pulls him off the bag.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the shortstop, Kevin Newman. This one in the air, center field, and makes the grab. And that is that. Angels strand 1, and we are still scoreless. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Andrew Vaughn now. The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. Ripped to third. Whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here's Mike Tauchman. Pitch misses, and that is ball
1-0.
one. Right through there for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Next pitch downstairs, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That catches the corner. Center field. Nabs it, and there's 2 down. Here's Josh Rojas. Flied to right his first time. Foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the White Sox. Still no score. All set for the start of the inning. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Ball 1.
And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Angels, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And a strike on the outside edge.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next offering is down low.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
On the ground.
No,
and
foul ball.
foul ball. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. And right back to the mound. Over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. Struck out swinging his first time. Turned on, but foul wide of third.
Ball. 1-1.
Next pitch is outside.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Just
Ball
missed.
3.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And that's ball
Ball
4.
4. Take your base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Luis Rengifo now at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Rengifo in his 6th season, 28 years old. And he was born in Venezuela. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Next pitch is downstairs. And there's the strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Right side. Slater snags it for the second out. And now the first baseman, Ryan Noda.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
And that one clips the corner.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here on opening day.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Action in the pen down there. Bryce Wilson preparing to come on if needed. Perez, a left-hander, also throwing. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We're midway in the 4th, no score. Bottom 4, now the number 2 hitter, Michael A. Taylor. Ball 1 to Taylor. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Austin Slater stands in. First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
One down, base is empty. And a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Next offering is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Newman makes the grab, and that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 4. We're tied, 0-0. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Bryce Wilson.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And now Kyron Paris. Fly to center his first time. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Angels need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Pitch misses, and the count is even, 2-2.
2-2 the count.
And that's downstairs and outside. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Go-ahead run on base. Chucky Robinson, the next to hit for the Angels. Grounded out his first time up. And a sac bunt here. Fires over to first. And that's an out on the sacrifice.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Travis d'Arnaud digs in. 1 for 2. Ball 1 there.
Ball 1, no strike.
1 out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. And the throw. He's out at third.
Especially when you're trying to swipe third base, you have to get a decent jump off the pitcher. That wasn't it right there. And even though the throw skips in, they still slap the tag on him in time. Not a great attempt right there.
And that's outside. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. And it remains 2-2. A little bit low.
3-2.
Mike Trout up next for the Angels. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Angels go quietly there, and we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. There's Benintendi to start it off. Anderson back to work. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner.
You know, these White Sox just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Here's a high chopper. Noda. He'll do it himself. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Jacob Amaya, the next to hit. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Slice to right and foul ball. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. The White Sox yet to pick up a hit here. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Next offering is down low. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Now one missed. Swing and a pop-up. Noda. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. Grounded out his first time. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
This guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And it hits the fence. Round second, digging for third. The relay, he's safe, and that's a triple off the wall.
He was all over that one. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. First time up, he grounded to third. And no one can get there. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Waste no time there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So 2 down, and next is the designated hitter, Mike Tauchman.
1-0.
In the dirt, blocked. Outside low, and the count now 2-0. Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Vaughn off of first with 2 away. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. And next to hit for the Sox, Josh Rojas.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. He was late there. Strike one.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike two. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back at right field. Start of the sixth, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Mike Trout. Ripped on the ground to second. And they put the tag on him for the out. The batter now, Kevin Newman. 0 for 2 in this one. Clips the corner. Strike one. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Jordan Leisure, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Varland also throwing. The White Sox leading by a run here on opening day. Tapped back up the middle. On to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the sixth. And now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Taylor Ward. Up and in, and that's ball one. And another ball. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 2-1. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Tapped up the first base side. Vaughn. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. 2-3-4, 2 up in the home half of the sixth. It's the White Sox 1 and the Angels nothing. Here on the south side, here's the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. And that one fouled off. And there's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Austin Slater steps to the plate for the White Sox.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. That one's upstairs, ball one. And delivers
That's off the
outside.
plate. Ball
Nasty
2.
backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
The 2-1. And there's a ball.
3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That's a walk.
Ball
Went
4.
with another changeup but missed the spot.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Theis into box again. Takes a strike. Movement in the Halos bullpen. Reed Detmers, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Joyce, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. That clips the zone. That is strike 2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So he's down on just 3 pitches. Watched the first 2 and then chased after the third.
Yeah, not a very good at bat right there, Boog, but that was also some excellent pitching. The 0-0 and 0-1 pitches were both right on the edge of the strike zone, so it's not like he watched 2 cookies go by. Then a great job of expanding and making him chase the 0-2, knowing he would be in protect mode.
Benintendi up here. Just missed. Next offering is fouled back.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
And down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. So 1 left for the White Sox, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jordan Leisure.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now the right fielder, Jorge Soler.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
And that's through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Just missed. And a count 1-2. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the grab, and there's one down. And here is Luis Rengifo. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Sliced hard but foul. Look out.
Yep,
and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Ryan Noda digs in now. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Late swing, foul to the left. This one in the dirt. To second, and he's out.
When you try to move up on a ball in the dirt, you've got to be sure that it gives you enough time to make it safely. Guess wrong, like we saw here, and you'll pay the price.
Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Got him on the off-balance throw. Out number 3. Angels held in check. They still trail 1-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. And Joyce.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And now, Jacob Amaya. Swing and a foul out of play. Next offering is in for a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Now it's the second baseman, Brooks Baldwin.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
First pitch, not close. Joyce goes 6 feet 5 inches, 225 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2022. One down, base is empty. That one at triple digits. And there's a ball. On the ground to first, Noda takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Two outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. And first offering is fouled off. Outside with a breaking ball. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that one missing low.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Just off the inside corner. 3-2 now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Three-two now. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They lead it 1-0. Back to the top of the 8th, and they'll go with a pinch hitter to start the inning. Yoan Moncada.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Leisure back to work. And they're at the knees. That's strike one.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Chucky Robinson, the next to hit for the Angels. He's 0 for 1. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Darno in the box now as he leaves that one up high. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they go quietly there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the White Sox 1 and the Angels nothing. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jose Quijada.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Now into the game, Scott Kingery. He'll play second. Well, one-run game, and now the DH, Mike Tauchman. First pitch misses. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Next offering is in for a strike. Ah, that hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
As a hitter, I'll take that all day long. An off-speed pitch, it's not going to rattle your cage too much.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Right down the chute, 0-1. Action in the Angels bullpen, Reed Detmers appears to be getting loose. Burke getting loose as well. Tauchman aboard here at first with nobody out. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And up next for Chicago, Michael A. Taylor.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that drops in for a strike. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. And that's downstairs. Going to count 1 and 2. Way high. Here's a 2-2. Stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
So up next for Chicago, Austin Slater. That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
On the ground to the left, and that one handled. The throw to first, and that'll do it. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Through 8 full, it's the White Sox 1 and the Angels nothing. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jared Schuster. A chance at his first save of the year. Here's Trout, 1 for 3. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. Hard liner. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
He's 2 outs away. Kevin Newman, the next to hit for the Angels. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. And that's way high. Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This one chopped to first, and it's just foul. That was close. In there, got him looking for the K. Now only 1 out remaining.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Angels down to their final out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The Halos down to their final strike. Foul ball, still 0-2. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox take the season opener and move to 1-0.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.